Check. 1, 2. Is this thing on?
I hear you here.
Well, okay then. Hello everyone. Apologies, that was me derping out on OBS and having the microphone properly set up. Love you guys. Sorry about having to restart the stream. We just wanted to get the interviews out of the way. I was asked about INI because Furiosus wasn't there, and I'm the co-leader of INI. And, we do stuff, kind of tactical fun stuff. You'll see us in Miller. You probably know more about us than we need to. We do casting, etc. Anyway, here we are. Ready to play. Okay, so 240 versus 240 Blue Persa. You ready for this? I'll take that as a yes. Right, we'll do a rules breakdown. Just for you guys. Oh, hello.
There we go. I couldn't talk.
Solved.
I wasn't trying not to talk to you. I just had no powers.
So, you looking forward to this match then? Mattherson, Miller, 240-240?
Yeah. This will be... I like the setup here. We have like the 3 main points, which is like Freyr, Isa, and Ymir that are going to be worth 5 points. So it'll be interesting to see which one they go for first, because that's where they're going to collide, is right there at that center point of each of those bases.
Sure. So we have a different setup today. We're showing on the stream here the map with the different points. The way it's going to work is we're going to play for 2 hours, and at the end of the 2 hours, we're going to take a snapshot of the territory owned. Okay, and then we'll see here as I show the points on the stream basically signify how much worth. So a small outpost is 1 point, a large outpost is 2 points, the octagon, because it's 4 points, is 3 points, and a large facility is worth 5 points. Both teams, I believe, start with 32 points to begin with. Both teams have equal resources, and there are 27 points in play. That means there will be no draws today. No draws. There will be a winner. There's 91 points in total for contention. So we made this just for you guys. So there's an extra bit of suspense, and we wanted it to cover the whole of Esamir. So I'm looking forward to this a lot. Also, Maggie, there's a giant moon flying across my screen. Is somebody playing with the time settings on Miller? On PTS?
Probably, maybe. It's probably Higby. I don't know, I'm not seeing that, but I'm also not in the same spot that you're in. Oh, never mind.
Watch the sun. Watch the sun. It's just...
Yeah, I see it. It's flying around.
Anyway,
yeah,
right.
It's probably Higby. He's probably got the time just continually changing. It's not me.
It's okay. We're good. I think, Alleluia, when do we have a time on starting? Is it about 7 minutes from now?
Yeah, directly on o'clock there will be an alert timer starting, so there should be a pre-broadcast as well.
Awesome. So, Maggie, I've made you Force Commander, right? I've given you 240 people in 5 platoons. What do you do?
Oh, man.
Right?
Like right at the beginning here? I guess I would split them up, try to like take what I could, but then, you never know if like the enemy's just going to send all their dudes to one place, which I highly doubt they are going to do that, just because it would be a little intense. Man, the problem is like, where do you go first, right? Because you want to go out of the gate really quick, so most of the time you're going to see people get in air.
Right.
Because taking a tank from the warp gate to get to one of these 3 points is probably not going to be the smartest decision for you. The best decision is just kind of like send air there, have some guys drop down, hack out the terminals, grab some spawn points, so you have some sunderers set up around the bases, at least the main ones, so that you can get the connections to your either the amp station, tech plant, or biolab. But then the next question is, which one do you take first? And that's where I'm having a trouble trying to figure out.
This is the thing, right?
Yeah, I don't think I'd go for the amp station first.
You think?
Yeah, okay. I don't know if I'd go for the amp station first.
Some of the important things to note here is that there is an immediate connection between the two factions. There's not like a neutral line between everything. So between Esamir Munitions Corp and Rhyme Analytics, there's a link. And there's also... no, I think that's the actual only direct link.
That's the only direct link they have to one another.
The other place that they can fight over a neutral territory is the Octagon. So they can fight each other if they want to at the Octagon, and they can also fight over each other at Esamir Munitions. Apart from that, it's neutral facilities into Freyr Amp, and to Weimar Biolab, and into ISA mining operations and Mountain Pass for ISA Tech Plant. It's interesting that if the Vanu side, which I suppose you should mention here, Mattherson is playing Vanu on the eastern Esamir Warp Gate, and Miller is playing TR on the Esamir southern Warp Gate. Alright, now we've mentioned that. that if the Vanu is quick enough, they can actually attack Esamir Munitions Corp, stop the hack from going on ISA mining operations,
and I think they would.
ISA mining tech.
I think that that's the smartest decision, and I hope that both teams are either going for Rime Analytics or Esamir Munitions, because that is the first link that they have to those. And also, we've seen this happen in the past where go in at the forward base like a Bridgeword or like any connecting base, so that they can keep them kind of like suspended at their base, so that they can't make a forward push while they're just sending their guys to hack the bases that they have.
So one of the other things we noticed the last time we did a really big fight on Esamir was that resources actually really came into play, because we had made it that it was large facilities only for the capture point, and as a result, one faction stayed on major facilities, and the other factions went for all the territories, and they got all the resources. And this is an important thing about Freyr Amp Station. Freyr Amp Station is worth 40 air resources. Weimar Biolab is worth 20. I mean, it's worth its own value, but the point is, if you want to be air dominant and keep pulling air in a 2-hour match, man, that's like, you need the resources to pull it off,
Yeah. Esamir has some, but for sure, that's going to be your major point of contention there.
And the thing is, how much emphasis do you put on the tech plant? Because once you've got it, you've got mag riders, you've got prowlers. That plays a big factor as well when we're seeing in any tank battle whatsoever. Be interesting to see.
Yeah, and the ISA tech plant fights were insane last time I was casting with you guys, and it was pretty crazy. For you, Farah, this is like your home stream. You have your home team playing. Do you feel pressure? Do you hope your guys?
No. I have a GIF here that says like Miller Master Race, but I'm not going to show that. The point is that I'm comfortable. This is for fun. And I know that Miller's pretty badass. I mean, you've got some good players. And I know Mattherson, they're pretty good. And there might be some anonymity here because, there was the Comclash finals, and we had the Miller team mercenaries, and we had the Mattherson Das Anvil team / everyone else in the server together, right? Ringers and all that. But this is going to be amazing. This is everyone gets a squad, everyone plays together. I think this will be fun to watch. And there's no pressure on me because I'm watching this. It's a completely different ball game if I was leading this.
Field.
Right,
you can just make fun of them even if you do lose.
Yes, but I reckon this will be pretty cool. But as far as what Miller's going to perform, it's interesting to see what the air game is going to be like at the beginning. I'm curious if Mattherson decides to go all air to begin with and just have the bare minimum on the ground to start those neutral hacks, or whether or not Miller takes up the gauntlet, goes full air itself, because I know Miller's got plenty of good air pilots himself, or do they decide to just split their forces out evenly and just go for the caps immediately on the ground?
Yeah, and so are you going to be following the Terran, and then I'll be following the Vanu, or how we want to?
It's the way it was meant to be.
Yeah, it is.
I know your love for the VS, and I am TR since 2003. So I mean, what can we say?
Yeah, I was already there. I'm already in a platoon, ready to go. So I was just curious what the plan was in that regard. Man, I think it's Higby that's doing this.
I think we're about a minute to go here. So assuming Higby knows what he's doing, see if I can't whisper him.
That's a bad assumption. No, I'm just kidding. He's definitely having fun with the time change, though. Wonder if he's gonna leave it like that the whole time or not.
Well, I've asked him kindly. There we go. Well, you can't see that right now, but I've just asked Higby, can you start the alert on the hour, please? And he's replied, yep. So I would be ready, ladies and gentlemen, because we're about to go. On my PC clock, it's a minute. So he's just going to start the alert, and that's going to be our go-go sound. So I'm going to hover over.
You need to make a all call of that.
Okay, yeah. I don't have that ability. You got it? Or hallelujah?
Yeah, give me a sec. Actually starting in a minute.
On the alert.
Should hopefully be popping up.
Tell them that's
we will be going on the alert timer while we have the sun and the moon dancing ridiculously quick. Admin of Esamir.
Oh, it stopped. I think he's getting ready. There we go. That's it. We're started.
Good luck, guys. Good luck. Go.
They're kind of hesitant, not really what's happening.
And the Vanu are taking to the air. We have a huge, bumblebee squad of scythes that are just coming out of the warp gate. Tons of galaxies. It looks like they're going to, a portion of them are going to be splitting up. They're going to go to Isotech plant. It looks like the rest of them are heading to Freyr. Where are these guys going? What's going on with the TR?
Well, the TR force, it felt like to begin with they were going south, and I've just flown off and lost them. There, found
Actually,
them.
they're splitting up across all three, so
Oh,
we're gonna
they're
have.
going for Octagon.
Yeah, they're gonna go for all three.
Now, do you have a Vanu force going for the Octagon? Because it looks like the TR force is staying together in one death ball, that being Miller, and they are flying over the Octagon at the moment.
I don't have anyone getting to the Octagon, but I do have people going to Esamir Munitions. I have some people that are going to the Mountain Pass, and I think they're going to try to take Isa Tech Plant. They already have a platoon leader on there. There's a bunch of people heading over to the Ymir area. Looks like they're just trying to suppress the
yeah, we do have a couple of
mosquitoes that are in the air over
Mozzies.
here.
I do see the Vanu Air Force, so they've got to be relayed to Miller Air Force. What's going on? But you're right. Does look like I can see. Yes, I can see all the Mattherson Air Force definitely on Ymir. TR Air Force, which we're flying over back to Octagon.
So we already have a hack on Rhyme. We also have some stuff going at Frere that's being hacked at the moment as well. So that's where the major contention is at the moment. The Vanu are trying to take Ymir Eastern Way at the same time, and we'll see how that goes for them. There's still a bunch of air that's coming out of the warp gate from the Vanu, so it looks like they're just having a bunch of air fights that are happening.
Analytics, you're correct. TR forces have dropped on. Ooh, that's the wrong base. Rhyme Analytics.
Yeah, they're swarming. There's Mossy swarming the area, so they already have a hack. They have the TR already have a Sunder placed, and it looks like they are just kind of holding it down. The Vanu are spawning. There's a couple of people spawning, but they're not really making a huge advancement onto the 8 point.
No, they've got a Galaxy in the point. There's a couple of stragglers maybe. If you look at the population numbers, they are colossally outnumbered by the TR Air Force. It looks like TR's main thrust at the moment has gone from the center base, Rhyme Analytics, and Octagon.
Yeah, I think the Vanu's main thing is that they're really trying to take Frere at the moment, but they're doing a lot. They're sending a lot of troops over to Isa as well, so I think that they're trying to just take those two at the same time and maybe hoping that they get some Ymir, like small Ymir captures.
They have a lot of people over here at Ymir.
Oh, they do?
They have people who are guarding the jump pads. They have people who are blowing up any Sunders that are coming down.
We do see that the TR Air Force is over Frere. See a lot of air units here as well, as well
they're
as
kind of
plenty
in between
ground
Isa and Ymir. I think that they're really trying to make sure that they get Rhyme, but they're kind of moving back and forth where they need to go. I'm seeing a huge armor column that's going. Is this just Sundies? No, they have a Lightning, but it's just primarily of Sundies heading over to the Frere location. At
the Vanu side?
Geothermal plant. They're bringing in a bunch of Sunders.
Yep, we see them. Nice little column of them. With some
But the
Skyguards.
TR are also bringing one. I see like a shield gate diffuser Sunday that's in the courtyard at the moment at Frere. And he's going up the ramp.
What's he doing?
I don't know what he's doing, but it's amusing me. They already have another Sunder too, so they have two of them here. I don't really know what he's doing. I think maybe he's trying to jump over the bridge and make his way into the main center point. Is that what he's trying to do?
Is it possible?
But I don't know.
He's going into the radio mast. Okay, this is hilarious. Okay, as you do.
I spotted that. But it looks like Vanu are also dropping down squad beacons that are getting taken down.
Yeah, they're going to be
quickly.
1 minute until they can start the contention on that base. Let's have a look here.
The TR are bringing in a mass max force that's on the catwalk. That's trying to take. I like their camo. They're all matching camo. There's about 6 or 7 of them. They have no support, so they're just kind of running together and.
No contention at Rhyme Analytics as well. That's interesting. The VS is just not fighting whatsoever.
I was curious what was going on there because initially I thought they had a platoon that was going to be spawning.
But you're right, the
over at Esamir Munitions, because initially they did have a waypoint on there, but I guess they decided to neglect it.
The Ymir Biolab is heavily popped with VS. I mean, seriously heavily popped. It's going to be a full platoon, if not more. Tier forces are trying to push in on the jump pads.
TR is going to get access to this biolab before the VS do by a few seconds, but they don't have anyone inside right now to do.
They don't have the numbers. There's lots of Vanu just waiting on the air pad.
Yeah, they sent a huge air force that direction. And then it kind of looked like they were splitting up to Isa, but I guess they just headed back over there as soon as they got some spawns.
And we've got a res grenade. I guarantee you'll level up.
But the Vanu's they're already on the points, or on some of the points, and they're at Ymir. We're talking about Ymir now, and on the pads as well.
No, the thing is, it's clearly been, we can see that the Vanu are going for Ymir at the moment, and they've got control. The TR.
Yep, they're taking down the generator at the moment, the spawn control generator at the moment, not the spawn, the shield.
In? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They're taking down the shield generator to pop the spawn control unit, but I'm not really certain why they're doing that exactly.
A lot of motion swatters for the Vanu on Isa Tech Plant. Oh, they're going to be able to do a hack in 28 seconds. The TR can already theoretically put a hack on Isa Tech Plant, but if we look at the numbers, it's 25-48 at Isa Tech Plant. There's no TR there whatsoever.
I'm actually wondering why they're trying to take down the generator at Ymir anyway, because it's not like the NC are going to come spawn and kill them.
But the TR started the hack on Zero listening post, so they're actually going behind the Vanu now already.
And the Vanu already have Frere geothermal, so we're going to be seeing them already making a massive push onto Frere as well, which they were already doing, but the TR have been trying to suppress them over there.
A very large TR Air Force is heading, it looks like, to Freyr. They're bypassing the tech plant completely.
Yep, we see the Freyr Air Force for the TR over Freyr. The base is under contention. No one owns more than 1 point. Alright, now the Vanu have got themselves set up on Bravo. Lots of forces on Bravo.
Meanwhile, at the tech plant, the Vanu have no contestation here. There's no TR forces that are really fighting them. They have the A point. They already have some harassers within the area, kind of like up on the high points, and they're just waiting because they know that something's going to happen as soon as the countdown gets a little bit lower.
Sure. Redland, can you do us a favor, mate? Right.
When I'm seeing a huge Mossy crew coming to Freyr too, but they seem a little bit separated.
When we get to the 1 hour half mark, you can find that by tap. Can you do a tally? Just have a look at the map and see what the scores are for us.
Will do.
Yes, so here it is. The Mossy crew is on their way to Freyr. It looks like they're just trying to get rid of what air the Vanu has.
A lot of anti-air on Freyr on Bravo. There's lots of ground lock-ons and burster maxes.
They need it because look at the sky. There's just tons of Mossies. It looks like they're getting dispersed though. There are some galaxy that's kind of running low. A couple liberators trying to bomb. Let's see what's going on. The TR are able to get the A point, but I don't know how long they're going to be able to hold it. Just because
it's 4 minutes until
it's an open cap.
If they want to make progress, they should probably push on Charlie, not Bravo. Bravo's heavily defended at Freyr Amp Station. Going for Charlie seems to be the better option here.
Ymir Biolab just capped for Mattherson VS.
Very nice.
Does that then mean that they now push onto Bulwark, or, well, to the outpost first and then to Bulwark?
It certainly looks like they have the people.
I would assume that they're gonna try to do that.
They've already flipping the point. I can only imagine a lot of people are about to run on the jump pad.
Meanwhile, there's a fight going on at Zero Listening as well. The Vanu are... Looks like there's a lot of TR there. I'm gonna go head over there and check it out while this Freyr battle is going on. They are really TR are really trying to hold this A point, but the Vanu are surrounding them up on top of the.
TR just made a massive push back onto Ymir Southern Reach, so they are trying to defend this lane over here.
Thank you. We're watching right now reinforcements for Vanu at Zero listening post. They've got themselves the A point, but they're going to need to move out if they need to get Bravo. TR have got maxes on the gun platform.
Yeah, do they have a spawn point other than their galaxy? Doesn't look like it. I think they just have the 2 galaxies.
No, they have a Sundra next to Bravo.
Oh, they do? Is it?
In the garage.
Oh, okay. It's in the... okay, it's in Bravo. That makes sense. And they do... Yeah, they're taking A, I think, right now. Yeah, so this could be really bad for the Vanu as far as Zero goes.
Have actually sidestepped the Vanu, and they can theoretically backhack free a geothermal now, but they can also push on Mani Biolab. They're trying to push in Zero listening posts. That's to allow them to push deep into VS territory. They're also, or they were attacking Echo Valley, but that's been stopped. And the tech plant is still flipping for VS.
About 3 minutes, 30 seconds. I was thinking that they're just going to let the Vanu kind of chill there and be like, well, that's wasted Vanu guys that are just chilling there, and we'll come in and resecure it quickly at the end. But we'll see what happens.
It's a good defense. We have 2 harassers on the balcony with PPAs. They've got a couple of guys on the point. Oh, they have another 2 harassers at the double doors with the giant gun, also PPAs.
Meanwhile, I want to mention that back at Freyr, we have the geological thermal plant, or geothermal plant, I don't know why I said geological, at the A point. The Terran have taken that as well, so now they're going to be able to take Freyr in the process of that as well.
So I'm watching a squad of 2 Maxes and about the remaining group of 12 infantry support for those Maxes. They are on the south side of the tech plant. It looks like they've got another squad coming to back them up, MSBS. Oh, Miller server, best server. Alright, I get the tag this time. At least I know what the tag is.
That's too funny. You're like, they're everywhere.
Yeah, but they're ready to push in. But they are going against an extremely well set up team here. I mean, they're on the double doors. They're not coming from multiple locations. The PPAs are firing on the doorways.
Smoke everywhere.
Smoke, EMP grenades, and PPA fire.
I think they're waiting for the rest, like their full crew, because it looks like still some stragglers are coming in. They are going to probably push in with the Maxes first and then rush in. They do have some engineers as well. It looks like infiltrators heavy. They have like a huge crew. They're a pretty well balanced squad outside. And inside, I don't know if the Vanu can really for sure hold it. I think they do have more. Oh my gosh, they have like 4. They're really using the harasser setup. They have 4 harassers right in those double doors. They have 2 up at the top of the balcony.
If you want to attack this, you need to come in from the sides. Come in from the sides and run up the staircase where you can't get a good angle, and then you can attack the harassers on the flank, not come in from the double doors. 90 seconds to go.
Or bring in some light assault who can just C4 those harassers, and they can't do anything. They don't really have the angle as well.
Are they coming down from the roof banister? Minimap's confusing for where they're all at.
The Terran?
Yeah.
I'm seeing most of them out at those double doors. They do have some. I think there's a mosquito.
Oh, they're on the gun platform.
There's a couple mosquitoes that are coming in. I don't know if that's a sign of more mosquitoes to come.
Well, the thing is, if they're dropping down the gun platform, they're actually moving along the roof. They're going to attack from behind at the balcony. TR forces just tried to push in at double doors and got slaughtered, unfortunately for them.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you caught this on camera, but they had the initial side go in first, and they got slaughtered, and then the second squad went in. They should have all gone in at once. And
it looks like it's Das Anfal that's currently defending the tech plant, so that's probably been their mission: take the tech.
Yeah, it was initially. I'm actually in the Das Anfal squad at the moment. They had a platoon waypoint on ISA, as well as they were going to go for Esamir munitions, which I was kind of excited to hear about.
Oh, this is Red October.
They just decided not to.
I know who. It's Red October, I think. Oh wait. Oh, and it's actually some any elite people. I'm recognizing the names. They've run along the top and they're pushing in. It's just too much though. The PPAs are the problem. No Maxes, no Gal drop in. I mean, that's the way they should have done it. And come in with Max and then probably double pounders, and then that way you can clear. Or I tell you what, heavy assault with grenade bandolier. That would also work very, very well. But unfortunately,
yeah, and the Vanu have a spawn point that's outside with the Sunderer, but I foresee it not living that much longer due to they've already spotted it with a mosquito. They're trying to keep it alive.
Well, they've captured the base. If it's any consolation for any, they managed to kill some of the harassers, but it's not exactly the end goal. Right, if we have a look at the map then as a sit-rep of what's going on, it looks like Freyr Amp Station has been taken by the TR forces. It's still under attack by Freya Geothermal. If I was TR, I'd be looking to squish off Freya Geothermal and get rid of it, or just push straight onto the Mani Biolab. Zero listing post is 2 points for VS, 1 for TR. It's 10 minutes on the reverse hack.
Ooh, there's a huge armor column coming up to Geothermal. Just a ton of mag riders, lightnings. I think they're using the lightnings for anti-air. Then we have a couple Sunderers as well, and they're advancing. It looks like they're going in pods of 3-ish and surrounding the base. They also have they have another armor column that's pushing up into Freyr at the moment, going through the main doors here.
We're following.
They're going to rush in. It looks like it's NNG. I think this is all NNG.
Thing is, what can they do with all the vehicles? Because eventually, if they want to take the base, they're going to have to get outside. Although TR, yeah, I don't think TR has the numbers here. They're outnumbered. There's a lot of people in the minimap at Bravo.
Yeah, but the TR have surrounded geothermal as well. They already took Aurora, and they took, yeah, they took Aurora, and they're still holding Rime Analytics as well.
Yeah,
And the Vanu are trying to push onto Ymir Southern Reach, but they are at a pop disadvantage at the moment. The Terran have just kind of consumed that location. I'm not sure if they're going to keep trying to push there or what, because it looks like there's a huge Scythe crew that's actually at the warp gate right now that's coming up. I'm not sure where they're headed to. I'm assuming they're going to head towards Isotech Line at the moment, because that's the direction they look like they're going.
Yep, we're over at Ymir now. Yes, I see the TR forces, and we see the biolab. We're looking at the numbers now. And I tell you what, if the TR numbers from Ymir Southern Reach went to Ymir biolab, they'd do something. That's a lot of lightning still on the roads. I'm not sure what that's going to do, considering they're at an amp station now.
Yeah. They're taking down the generators at Frere, the Vanu are. They have a Galaxy as well. They took the B point and the C point. They're using their Galaxies as kind of like a battle gale, trying to get in the angles on the catwalks, because the Terran are kind of taking up that those locations to kind of bombard the area, and I think they're trying to take B.
Matherson's brought lashers, lots and lots of lashers on A capture point. It's disco party time.
I know the stream viewers are like, I hear lashers.
So there was a TR force that pushed into Alpha, but VS immediately responded and counter-reacted.
That was over at Ymir.
Yeah, that was over at Ymir,
okay.
yeah, Ymir, at Alpha cap point. I mean, they're trying to make an indent. Population-wise, it's 50-50, so with air dominance, ground dominance, which really doesn't matter for much, but also... Actually, that's going to make a difference. That's going to skew the numbers. There's fewer people on the ground.
Meanwhile, at Frere, the battle is kind of switching ways. The Vanu are at 55% pop, whereas the TR are at 44% pop. The Vanu are completely surrounding it. They have lightnings, mag riders, everything all the way around the
They're going to capture the base, though, in the 90 seconds.
Area.
That's the important thing. MDK's here from
the TR kind of, they're mostly just on the catwalk areas. I think they were really trying to make a huge advancement onto the B point, but the Vanu had some mag riders that were up on the hills that were able to get kind of some pot shots into the catwalk, as well as they also had the Galaxy shooting in, and they had some soldiers that were on the B point. So it was just this sandwich. It was not very good, but it looks like they tried to do a Gal drop. Gal got completely obliterated. There is about a half a squad dropped out of the Galaxy that still survived. They're kind of like running around like ants because they don't know which way to go while they're getting shot by some Vanu.
Yeah.
It looks like some of them got separated, but there are about like 6 or 7 soldiers that are on their way to the B point at the moment.
They're pushing very, very heavily into Bravo, but on Charlie there's a lesser force of no maxes and about maybe 1 squad on Charlie for the Vanu. It's for Mattherson. 3
down. There's 2. It looks like a light assault has made his way up onto the point. He's got a Max up. Max just jumped off the ledge. Ooh. We do have a couple more engagements going on. There was 1 guy that didn't make it. He was down, but the other 2 that are still up or awake are running around. But this is not going to go that well for them. They only have like 4 to 6 guys that are up right now. Yeah, the thing is, Bravo, they're too well established. Because they have a hard point, it's too easy for them to resupply and come back in. You can't just pick them off, you know, Sunder and all that. Plus the medics are going to keep them up. So in this instance, I'd say, you know what, the bare minimum number of people to contain them or fight them at B, and then try an attempt on Charlie. I haven't seen. They're trying an attempt on Charlie at the moment as you're speaking. They have a full squad that's pushing in. They're just tossing nades left and right. I've seen 4 nades tossed in. They're rushing into the building. Their heavy assaults are popping their shields. They're pushing into the point. Nice. They're taking out all the Vanu. They took down about 6, 7 guys, and yeah, that's an important save. Came in through the other door, and they were completely cleared out. Not gonna do anything when you're being corpse. Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 Vanu who have trickled in, but they're just getting completely whomped. And it looks like the Terran are able to take the C point.
And while that is happening, there is, I believe, a Stalker Cloak infiltrator who is taking Manny Lake Satellite to try and get connection to Manny for the TR. So they're already trying to push north while the big battle goes on behind them. Sure, I'll go have a look.
And then we have a battle going on at Esamir, Isom mining? Yeah, Isom mining. I saw a huge armor column from Vanu pushing up that direction. It looks like they already have some Sunders set up, and they're going to be taking this point. They have about 2 minutes left on the hack.
But the VS are actually doing the same thing to them at Aurora. So you have the battle of the stalker infiltrators. One is trying to get Aurora Materials Lab. The other one is trying to get Manny Satellite.
So, I tell you what, though, the TR have started to cap on Isotech plant. The tick is actually going down. Let's go find out who's actually doing this.
Alright. While you're doing that, I'm going to go check out Ymir as well, because it looks like the TR may have a hack on that location as well. Yes, the TR were taking B and C, but it looks like the Vanu are resecuring this. Nope. TR still have the C point.
It's hard to say. I think Red October's here in the tech plant. They've got themselves on the balcony. Red Point is here. I forget who that's from. I think that's Cons. It looks like it's the one of the platoons. They're working as a team. On the capture point, can't tell the names. But there is a small firefight going on, but it doesn't look like the VS are bringing any heavy pressure. They got a couple of stragglers coming in and whatnot. The TR's got a firm grip on the capture point and on the balcony. In terms of spawns, however, I don't see any spawns, so one good push and it'll wipe out the whole TR force.
Yeah, and I think that they might be making that push really shortly here. They're forming up in the spawn room area right now, and it looks like they're going to go down through the tubes and come back up around that area and come to ISA.
Das Anfo is probably going to make a save, but the fact is the vehicle terminals are actually alive and active for the TR hacked. But I'm not seeing any TR vehicles bar one lightning. I don't see any like Fury or Marauders or Harassers or anything like that to help suppress.
You asked for an update on scoring, and I know that there are several bases ticking right now, but if things all get saved, right now the TR are up by 1 point. They're up by 1 base.
Oh man.
Thank you very much. How's Freyr going?
Freyr, let me go check out Freyr.
Like
I was
saved.
actually at Ymir, and Ymir looked like it was saved. Freyr looks like it's... Let's see what's happening here. The Terran Republic have all points. It looks like they are perfectly fine. I don't
push
see...
coming in from Das Anfo now on the tech plant. Go ahead, Maggie.
It looks like the Vanu have kind of been pushed back into geothermal plant. Terran are kind of making a giant... Oh my gosh,
Das
huge
Anfo's.
advancement. They have a ton of infantry. It's just infantry Zerg rushing to geothermal. This is actually quite a sight.
I will go there in a second. Right now we're watching Das Anfo mega rush from both sides with their platoon onto the balcony of the tech plant. It looks like they're dominating the TR because the reinforcements are still coming. The first wave got pushed off, but that's just so many Vanu, and the important thing here is they're coming with maxes. The TR barely had any maxes, and this is a big force multiplier for Mattherson playing purple Vanu. And they've just cleaned up. They've got the capture point. It doesn't look like there's any spawner reinforcements to the TR. Right. Geothermal, you said.
Oh man, yeah, this is just... They're gonna take this. I foresee this. They basically took they took a huge. They had like at least 4 or 5 maxes per squad. It looked like they had at least two squads going at it. They had one that went up all the way around the northeastern side and one that went up the northwestern side. It was just, oh man, it was insane. They just engulfed the area. Now they're surrounding the A point. They're trying to take and clear out the last soldiers that are kind of coming out of the door, which they shouldn't have been. They should have stayed at the A point, held it down, and secured it. But it looks like that's gonna not go so well for them. I'm gonna sit in here. Looks like the Vanu are trying to. They have like a couple guys that are trying to be saviors, but it's not gonna go so well for them. Terran have completely taken over the A point, and it's gonna be interesting. That's a huge... Oh, the Vanu are making their own
The Vanu are
push.
reinforcing. I can see this counter push coming from the bridge.
Yep.
I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Specifically if the TR can res
like
there enough. Because there's 2 entry points, the staircase and the downward stairs, so the TR needs actually a spawn point, like a Sunder or something, just to make easy reinforcement.
Looking at the population, the Terran have 53% and the Vanu... Oh! Ooh! The Vanu population just spiked. It looks like they sent in some more reinforcements. They are outpopping the Terran at the moment, but they need to make a push together because all of those forces are in the A point at the moment.
And the heavy
Some of their
pressure.
maxes are being a little bit brave. They're coming out, but they have like 3 or 4 engineers just repairing each of them.
Now it's a lot of lasher fire going in the window, just constant spam.
Even the Terran are like sitting at the window. And they just have like 3 engineers repairing
The
on
amount
at
of
the window.
explosives that are going on and C4 that's been thrown down and grenades and conks, it's insane. But I think the Vanu force are going to make the push here and going to get it because they've got constant stream of reinforcements. The TR don't have a reinforcement point like a Sunder. And there's just too many maxes and too many infantry streaming in.
Yeah, the Terran kind of just bunkered into the A point rather than securing the area around and kind of putting the forward pressure onto the spawn room.
Sure.
Which is what they probably should have done. They should probably have taken some of the bridge area, maybe use some of the walls and the trees to kind of suppress the Vanu into the A point while they hacked the terms and maybe got some Sunderers up and maybe brought in some vehicles to help support them. But instead, they just hunkered down in there. I see Higby in there. Oh, Higby's in there. He's killing some people. Hopefully he's not hacking. But if they were able to secure the A point, but that was just an insane battle. I wish you would have seen what was happening because they all jumped off the balcony from Frere and they just ran down there. It was just this huge army of infantry.
We found Higby.
And the Vanu are doing a gal drop as well. The gal explodes, but I guess they're overkilling the security. Meanwhile, the Terran are also sending in a little mini crew of
Skyguards?
anti-air Skyguards, yeah.
I also see they've got Air Force control at the moment as well. It's to be seen what they can do. I mean, the fact is, as long as the VS have Freya Geothermal, it's just going to be a nuisance. Although they've lost Aurora Material Lab, so that counter hack of the Mani hack in the Aurora has been stopped. And also, there was a big fight going now on at Rime Analytics. We're going to have a look at that. Looks like the Mattherson is trying to kind of balance the lines, stop the TR incursions.
Alright, while you're looking at that, I'm going to check out ISA mining operation and see what's happening over there because that's been going on for a little while. It looks like the Vanu have secured it. The Terran are still bringing in some air to peek in and check it out.
Looks like the Terran forces have given up on the capture point, which is risky considering it's only 90 seconds, but they're going for the Sunder. Doesn't look like a unified push, but they're at the Sunder for the VS. The VS has a lot of reinforcement armor though. And they've taken care of one of the spawn Sunders. Right, now they're flipping the capture point. Just taking their good time. So Rime Analytics being saved by the TR forces, that being Miller. They're just mopping up the last of the...
And the Vanu have taken B and C once again at Frere. So I'm sure we're going to see a fight ensuing over there.
There is a
little
lot of TR
Skyguard
crew
crew
now.
are moving their way over there. Alright, let's go check out.
So the TR forces have come back to Isotech plant, as you said. Now, have they done a better job? It's probably the same guys. They're on the balcony again. I don't see maxes. I see 1 max on the capture point. I see a couple more maxes on the balcony. Again, no vehicles. Equipment terminals are hacked. No vehicles. You saw how amazingly well Das Anfold put the force multiplier into effect there. When they had, 5 harassers with
yeah,
PPAs?
they had 2 on the balcony and 4 or 5. Yeah, they have 5 at the double doors and 2 at the top balcony.
Miller TR does have 1. Oh, never mind. It just blew up. They did have a Sunder down by the vehicle terminals.
Well, 4 minutes and 40 with no spawn.
And Das Anfall's trying to make it an advance onto the A point, but what was happening to them right now is like a couple of them had died, and so they got a little bit separated, and so they're not all together, and a couple of them are rushing in, you know, in packs of 3, which is not going to really do much when the A point is surrounded by a bunch of Terran. So they kind of got to get regrouped and make a push together, which it looks like they're trying to do. They're going to need a little bit more support.
Push here from the Vanu on the tech plant. I think they're going under the tunnel. Yeah, have a look.
Miller has
no, they're going onto the
harasser
balcony.
That's killing just so. Oh, he just got blown up. He killed at least a squad of VS before he got taken out.
All right, here we go. The Vanu are making a push from the balcony. This is all Das Anfall's crew, but they're just getting wiped out.
I heard there's 2 squads of Das Anfall here today, as far as platoon breakdown. You can see lots of purple dots on the minimap, but they're not actually inside. I wonder if they're on the outside. But yeah, okay, so they actually hold the outside balcony. The VS forces getting ready to push out.
It seems like that's just the main pressure point that they're doing. They did just put in a Sunderer with a gate shield diffuser at the moment that is in the point near the vehicle terms.
Doesn't look like the VS have got enough force concentration to break through into the balcony. I mean, they're peeking.
No, they just keep getting
If I was TR,
defeated.
I would probably counter push and wipe them off. There's only one max for hard kind of force on the balcony for Vanu. That would just be a couple of conks, hard push. I mean, the problem is when you're defending for 7 minutes, because that's the one the capture point goes for, do you use your consumables in the beginning to give yourself an edge, or do you try and hold on to it for the last 60 seconds? Because you're not going to be able to resupply, and that's the key.
Yeah. And and like you said, they still haven't gotten any vehicles out, so they can't. I don't know. It looks like Vanu are
finally pushing into the balcony.
A small push onto the balcony.
Oh, but they've lost the capture point. They lost the double stair doors. So actually, the balcony's been fighting a
man, they're getting the balcony. The Vanu have the balcony now. They have the high ground advantage. They're actually pushing in from the other double doors as well, and that was a really great push from them. And they're able to re-secure the A point with about 2 minutes left on the capture point.
They're just supremely outnumbered. Again, they were kind of pushed, and again, TR trying to attack a base without bringing in the right type of support. They don't have vehicles in the surrounding area. They're trying to. What you want to do is you want to suppress the outside areas. You want to kill off incoming reinforcement vehicles. You want to suppress the spawn building, and then when they do go for the tunnels, then you watch the entry points for those buildings. That's the banana building, the side building on the side, and the tunnel underneath the vehicle spawn. That's the way you should do it to try and suppress them for as long as possible. Because if you just sit inside, and the inside of the building is all that time, you're just waiting for them to come in, giving them the initiative.
Oh man, and it looks like the Terran are making a push onto the Zero listening post.
It doesn't look like anything's going just yet.
Or not Zero, it's like the
Isam Mining is going to be
yeah,
safe.
Isam Mining.
By TR.
Isam Mining has been taken back by the Terran, at least at the A point here. But the Vanu are DAs kind of, now that they've taken the tech plant back, they are coming back to re-secure this. I think they're going to get it back, no problem. There's just a squad beacon, and they just took it out.
There is a Stalker Infiltrator. Oh, he just... Okay, Stalker Infiltrator tried to get to the point, but in his haste, he dropped too high and killed himself. He should have taken the safe fall implant. It is in the game.
Esamir Biolab looks like there's some fun going down. I'm gonna go check that out.
I'm down here. They're kicking them off the points fairly regularly, but the VS are outnumbered down here.
Yeah, I noticed that. But the nice thing about Esamir is that you can defend. As a defender, it's a lot easier. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty secure now. They are. Like, the TR are sending quite a force there every once in a while, so that's what I was concerned about, but if it's all good, that works for me.
It's 64 to 32, so the TR outnumbers the VS 2 to 1, but it's not more than a full platoon. So, I mean, if VS needed to, they could have, like, a rapid reaction team jump in at the last second, and they just wipe out. Because, if we're looking, the SU generator's still got 1:50 until it's vulnerable, and then it's another, like, a minute before you can get the SCU. So, you're still talking 2.5 minutes before you can cut off the spawns. And
the Vanu are currently re-securing Aurora material lab at the moment. Although the Terran are sending a little bit of an air force, they have a squad beacon down, but it doesn't really look like they have much. Oh, they do have a Sunder as well, I guess.
Okay,
so we could see a battle ensuing here, but so far it's pretty chill.
We have Zukov and his guys here. I can tell by the tags. It's not all super obvious. From Miller, that is, of course. They're basically holding the balcony at Bravo Point. There's a lot of pressure coming in from the Vandy, but the critical thing here is that the TR can quickly resupply or reinforce with the teleporter. So that might make a difference. Charlie is still held by the Vandy, which is interesting because there isn't actually anybody at Charlie in the biolab. Maybe it's because they're suppressing Alpha and Bravo, and it looks like Alpha's about to fall. Big Vandy push. Ooh, up the big stairs. Lots of maxes again. Seems to be the overriding feature. And they're just wiping up the remaining TR forces. So it's 2 points for the Vanu, 1 for the TR. If we look at the numbers, it's 55 to 45. So yes, reinforcements have been called from the Vanu, and now they're saving Weimar Biolab. the Vanu have actually pushed south from ISA Tech Plant and they're trying to take ISA Southern Camp. No one's contesting them at the moment.
Yeah, they're basically trying to make sure that the Terran don't have a way to get back to ISA easily, but it's proving to be quite difficult because they weren't able to keep ISA mining operation either.
Even though the bases have changed since the last time I gave you a score update, it is still the TR up by 1 base, so the VS pushing into a 1-point base changes the lead.
Yeah, okay. Takes 1 away, gives 1 2. I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The TR forces were trying to get Aurora Material Lab, but it's been saved, as you said, and we'll overlook there.
Yeah, they still have a Sunder at Aurora, and they are.
Oh, that's a lot of TR numbers. Right?
Yeah, they own all the top area of the base, but they just haven't pushed into the A point yet. They do have some air support, but the Vanu have some sky guards that are sitting off to the side. They're not really paying attention to the. Yeah, they're not paying attention to the
double door
Aurora location. Yeah.
TR's pushing in now on the capture point. They're starting to move into the double doors. And now they're moving to big stairs and little stairs.
That one mosquito! Oh my gosh. The Vanu has like a group of sky guards that are just not even noticing that mosquito. That mosquito just wiped out a huge group of Vanu. Yeah, they have quite a reinforcements here at Aurora, but I don't think it will be that hard for the Vanu to take it back if they just make a push onto that location. Maybe toss some grenades in there.
Sure, I mean the problem with Aurora is that there are no garages. It's a very exposed Sunder location. There's only a single Sunder as well. Oh, dot source here.
But it's been up. That Sunder has been up for at least like 5-10 minutes. No one has taken it out, which I'm a little concerned about. Like I don't know why they didn't take out the Sunder first and then make a push onto A.
Oh, hello. Yes, so Any Elite is here. Now, I recognize some of the names. Everyone's going with elaborate variations of their name, but so we have Any Elite here, and probably Red October. Or it's hard to tell, but we'll see whether or not they can take the base. 2 minutes to go. I would like to think that Any can take a base with 2 minutes to go, considering they've got the A capture point in an inside where air and vehicles don't make any difference. Okay, big push now coming in VS Maxes on the big staircase as we're watching. What consumables are Any going to hold on to and the rest of the TR? Because they can't just consume them all up.
Yeah.
90 seconds and use a lot of them on the outside. The problem is, because you don't have air control, the VS are free to assemble.
Here it goes. I think they're making the push now. Maybe? No. They're just peeking in.
Look how many VS
what is
are
this?
outside.
Why are they just peeking in? Okay.
Liberator and a Zephyr would be amazing here. Right, now here comes the push.
Yeah, they have
Max charged up to the big stairs. He's doing a lot of damage. He's now being picked off. No support. None of his friends followed him, however. Oh, what a beautiful C4. Throwing it. He's... Morpheus is jumping up, throwing the C4 over. Okay.
Oh, man.
Max is on their own, pushing up. He's got an engineer behind him. He's doing a lot of damage. I can't
Let's see, because they're moving. Yeah, they're moving so fast, it's hard for me to tell.
It's a strong push, though. Oh, wait, there you go. That was the last explosive. It picked off the last Max.
I'm going to say it's not a strong push for the Vanu. They were all kinds of. I was watching them push in there, and it seemed like they were very timid. They were afraid to advance. So they would be moving, and then they would back up, and they would move, and they would back up. But like they weren't fully supporting each other. I think there were some people who weren't even shooting. So it was just
lovely
not
flank
a good
here
rush for them.
From behind, on the outside, on the assembly area. TR is actually pushing and picking them off. I don't see how the VS are going to stop this.
20 seconds
last
on the
push on the small staircase.
20 seconds on the map, they got this. No problem. The Vanu are still respawning their...
Oh, so there's a big Vanu push on the small staircase, but I can tell they've been gonged because the Maxes are spinning in circles.
Oh, this is NNG now. There's some NNG folk that are coming. Yeah, Taryn got it. We knew that was happening.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's total confidence. Okay.
Yeah, that was rough.
Geothermal
it looks like they might be able to make another push in to take it again, but then they're going to have to hold it while the Terran own it. And it looks like they only have one squad beacon. They need to hack the terminal. Well, it's damaged now, so they won't be able to take anything out of there.
If we do a sit rip on the map, guys, In the south, it is still a contention between Esamir Biolab and the TR at Esamir Southern Reach. Population numbers are going back and forth, but at the moment it's not going anywhere. The hacks just started on the Southern Reach again. We'll go to that in a second. The ISIS Southern camp has been saved. TR's got now 3-1 numbers. And Octagon's fairly safe. Echo Valley's not under attack. The TR could push that way. The tech plant, Isotech plant's firmly in the grasp of the Vanu. Rime Analytics been attacked, 2-1 numbers, although it does look like small groups. ISO Mining Operations has got a squad, 1 to 2 squads each other there. Freyr Amp Station is safe, and there's a big fight going at Freyr Geothermal Plant, but the Vias seems to have dominated numbers. Now, if you're TR and you've just taken a Raw Material Labs, do you go back and take Freyr Geothermal to save, Freyr Amp Station for good, or do you push on for the Biolab?
I think that they should. I think securing Freyr would be really easy for them. We've seen them do it before. They just weren't. They didn't have the air support, or I wouldn't say air support, vehicle support to help them take it.
Wow.
But I
There's
think that
big
they could totally do that.
Running from geothermal towards the amp station. They're bunny hopping or something. I don't get what they're up to.
I don't know.
They are trying to bunny hop
what
into
you're
the turret. Oh, they're on the easternmost edge of.
Oh no, I see
Freyr.
him. I see him now. That's not. Yeah, it's a very small group.
Doesn't
What
feel
are
like
they
they're being
doing?
very productive. I'd get a Sunder or a Galaxy or something, or drive
Yeah,
in.
who is this? It's some NNG guys, and I don't know. Oh, they're recalling.
There's a
They're all
903
recalling
as
right
well.
now.
Yeah. Well, there's also TR defenses here. I don't think they can pull anything off. If I was to, although they, maybe not recalling. I think they're trying to drop back in because they had a value drop pod.
Oh yeah, maybe
It
that's what
doesn't
they're
matter
doing.
now. It's been killed off.
That was just a lot of wasted time, though, for sure.
Having a Sunder battle at geothermal.
Well, the Vanu have. It's very interesting where they have set up. So at geothermal, they have on the northeast side, they have a bunch of infantry, some mag riders, a Sunder. Down at the bottom to the north, southeast, they have like a bunch of just sky guards, and then up to the northwest near Freyr Amp Station, right at the terminal, they have a Sunder set up as well as a Lightning that's pushing in and a Harasser. So it's like, I don't really know what they're doing watching this, but it looks like they're going to make a push onto Aurora Materials because they have a whole bunch of guys that are set up there. They have a Sunder that's set up, and they're making their way to the A point at the moment.
Sure. Well, if I'm looking at the numbers, it looks like some of the tier are going to Mani Lake, but they've been stopped cold dead. And there's another Vanu force at Raw Material Labs waiting to hack it.
Then ISA Mining, let's see. The Vanu have the point. At the moment, they have a Galaxy kind of helping, like Battle Gal support. They have quite a few Lightnings that are there for them, and a Mag Rider as well. A couple Mag Riders.
Have 3 Sundras deployed around Aurora Material Labs. The TR forces, some of them are trying to fight for... Oh wow, this just looks like a really bad place. I think I know who this is, and I really hope it's not. I think I know who's being here, and they're not... Yes. Ennie's trying to take... the problem is they're outnumbered 2-1. They just simply can't take Mani Lake, and they need to go back and save Aurora Material Labs now, because that... They're outnumbered. They're going to be as outnumbered at Mani Lake as they would be at Raw Materials. At least at Raw Materials they have a safe spawn and they're saving their own base, rather than trying to do a futile base take. There's a lot of spawns set up for the VS at Raw Materials. I mean, it looks like they've got themselves set up. 3 minutes to go, and they've got a lot of people on the point. That's a lot of maxes and infantry. I don't know how the TR, and there's no contention. Oh man, you didn't even have good engineer turrets and big staircase.
Yep. Yeah, they don't want to lose this.
Feels like preparation-wise, that Mattherson, when they go to a base, they set up properly. They get there, there's no enemies there. They set up, they have the vehicles, the maxes, the infantry, the turrets and whatnot, and then it's very, very hard for Miller to take it off them or stop the cap. Whereas Miller, on the other hand, they go in with absolutely the bare essentials, and they make it highly dramatic, more so than it needs to be, to take the point. And you're like, gosh, why are you giving me an aneurysm, guys? Come on, do this better.
So... the crew that's in here is the 903rd Marauders, I believe, that are in the Aurora at the moment, the Vanu crew. I did see a few NNG, but it looks like now it's just purely those guys, the 903rds.
TR's trying to save the last capture point. And they've almost got it. Bravo on the Freyr amp station. Once they got Freyr, they can maybe go for geothermal again. It just feels like this never-ending story of geothermal back to Freyr. Oh, they actually have a squad.
What's going on
waiting.
at Echo Valley?
There's a full squad sitting here doing nothing at Freyr Geothermal, where they could be at Aurora Materials helping out, but they're not. They're sitting at Geothermal, like it's 25 to 48, waiting for the save on Freyr so they can do the attack. They really want to get Geothermal. In fact, they're going to sacrifice Aurora Material Lab to get Geothermal. And then it's no guarantee, because once the Vanu force takes, the Material Lab, they can come back and do a defense on Geothermal. It doesn't feel very good from tactical point of view.
Yeah, this is...
So ISA mining operations has been saved. Echo Valley is not going to be taken by the TR. The VS
I think they think they're gonna take 0 because like there's no one here, but it's like a 9-minute hack still.
Well, it's because the point is flipping.
Oh yeah, now they're taking it back. The Vanu are taking it back.
Doesn't feel like there's enough people here. It looks like a token force, and this is the problem. When you have like large outposts or caps that are 5 to 6 minutes, you can actually afford to wait 2 or 3 minutes if you know it's just a weak force. Use yourself efficiently elsewhere, and then come in and just stomp them in the last 1-2 minutes.
But they're putting pressure on Manny as well. I mean, I don't know what their plan is.
See, the TR
looks like
force...
Manny got secured, though.
Yeah, the Manny Lake situation, the tier forces that are at Manny Lake, I don't understand why they're there, because they're losing Aurora Material Labs. In fact, they've lost it. They should have gone back.
Yeah, they don't have the advantage there.
Yeah, so if I
think maybe what their goal was is if they put a hack on that they could kind of counter hack before Aurora got taken back or something. I don't know.
The thing is, if that tier force now at the north needs to go back...
Yeah, Aurora just took it.
Freyr, if they can take just cons now for TR forces and maybe some others, I can see certain names. They're pushing in on ISA mining operation. They've just taken the capture point back, but now they are in the lower pit. VS forces are coming in.
The Terran just took the geothermal as well, so they're holding that, but the Vanu are surrounding the location, throwing in nades. There's counter grenades being thrown out. Terran is trying to toss down some grenades to revive all their guys. Their maxes are trying to hold out, their heavy assault are trying to hold out, but their medics are trying to revive people left and right, but they're getting they're slowly dwindling down in this A point at geothermal. And the Vanu are continually putting pressure on and throwing up grenades, and it looks like they're going to clear this out no problem and resecure it.
See, this is what's irritating from my point of view. I'm seeing tier forces in the north not being effective or useful, and then I see this group here who sat here for a few minutes not being effective. They could be using raw material. But now that they're on this point, all the Vanu that are attacking this point right now are the exact same guys who are at Aurora Material Labs. So they should have fought them at Aurora Material Labs, or the TR force that was trying to go for Manny should have been helping out here as well. So it feels that the VS has got a good, sledgehammer force that's bigger than 2 TR smaller forces, and the VS are using their hammer effectively at smashing one little tier force, then hitting the next tier force, and just basically being Johnny on the spot.
Huge Terran Air Force, like just massive Air Force at Rime Analytics. Now they're separating again, but they just came down here. There's a few still straggling, but it's like I don't know what their goal was. Again.
There's a VS squad making a small push to Ymir Southern as well. They seem pretty dug in there, but they're also pretty weak. If the TR just pushed a couple maxes here, they might knock them out of here.
Alright, we're here. We see them, they've pushed in.
I think they want to re-secure Rime Analytics, but they're just kind of hanging out in the air. You guys gotta drop to take the A point, A
lot of EMPs and explosive grenades going on at... the mission system overwrites the map. I'm on the Ymir Southern, I think. Yeah, Ymir Southern Beach. A mini-map showing the mission, that's all.
The VS have a good Sunder location that the TR haven't found yet, so they can keep on trickling people in there as they die.
The problem is the TR are trickling in one at a time. If anything, when I see the Mattherson guys, they come in as one giant group of people. They don't go in individually. That makes a big difference. At the Sunder, yeah, I see the Sunder, it's on the north side of the base. That can actually be hit from the air pad. They don't own the biolab, never mind. I was going to say they could hit it from the biolab at Esamir. They are pulling lightnings from the base. Can't pull prowlers because they don't have the tech plant. And that's going to work against them because they're actually now fighting against the mag rider. There's 2 deployed Sunders actually, one behind the ammo tower, one to the north of the base, 2 squad beacons as well. I think the Vanu are going to get this base actually. They've got enough people on the point, and it's 50-50, but... Alright, here we go, so
yeah, meanwhile,
6 lightnings. Go ahead.
Over at Asa Mining, the Vanu have lost the point. The Terran have brought in a huge armor column, and they've also brought in a Galaxy that they were using as a battle gal, but I think it might have gotten exploded now. But they've been just pouring infantry at the Vanu and continually taking them out here. I don't know how long they'll be able to hold out, but it does seem like the Vanu are putting some pressure down south. So back down south.
For the Weimar Southern Reach, the thing is the TR pulled about 6 or 7 AP lightnings. And although they're losing them now slowly, they've put them to extremely good effect. They've killed off all of the spawn Sunders. So now without any spawns, the VS Force are reliant on squad beacons. TR is pushed into the capture point, lots of smoke, lots of explosive, lots of res nades. Crucial factor, VS are still in control. Barely. This is the key word, but they have maxes, they have infantry, and they've got the point. And they're
holding that staircase the best they can. They're
27 seconds. Oh, there's no spawns
25
here.
25 seconds. Oh,
TR's pushing in. This is an all or nothing bush. All of them running in. I think some any elite guys are here. No, maybe not. I can't tell the names.
They're
but
trying
they're pushing
to repair those maxes that are holding at the forward bulwark. The guys are getting revived.
Reinforcements are running out though.
Getting bombarded.
They're not on the point. They are on the point. They're not on the point. The VS are falling back to the point. Oh my god, there's resonance all over the place. Who's got more people on the point? I think the VS have got it.
Oh, the Vanu got it.
Oh wow, it's just too much.
Some of these
also captured.
I like that the Terran
at the exact same moment and just put up by 2 points.
The Terran have been causing a little havoc because when they rush in, they have like a couple guys that go behind them, and it looks like they're going to be able to possibly. Oh man, for a second there, I thought they might have been able to flip the point.
It looks like this is some of the air guys. This is platoon number 5. Ginyu Force apparently is what's been yelled in that Yale chat. But it looks like some of the air guys who dropped down and tried to interfere. And there's a lot of smack talk going on saying, we got your base.
That's them for show.
So we're looking at the map. Frail geothermal. Is it finally going to fall now? Is there going to be some blood from Miller?
That's the Goku or Special Forces guys.
Yeah,
I had them on Friday Night Apps before. They're hilarious.
Do they do the pose? Tell me they do the pose when they talk.
I don't know if they do the pose, but they do yell that. Before stuff, they were like yelling it. It's kind of hilarious.
13 seconds now for the TR. That is a lot of Vanu coming out of that spawn room. Look at the minimap, but it's 7 seconds to go. For once, the TR is actually holding the outside, not the inside. Holy Moses. Even though they're going to lose this base, that number of people could take it back. They need to get themselves asunder, however.
Now people in chat are yelling, GNU Force rules. Oh goodness.
Lots of grenades, lots of anti-vehicle mines for some strange reason. C4 galore. The Vanu force has made itself up to the building. The thing is, they don't have a hard spawn, and that's going to be a problem. But they are moving in, though.
Wow. Rare geological?
Yeah, it is just a murder field. Like a medieval murder death trap running in from the ground floor. C4 has just been thrown from above and blowing up multiple people. Resonators are bringing them all back up. I don't think the Vanu forces have got the steam left to take the point back. They don't have any reinforcements.
And the Terran are holding the top of the base too.
Just the heavy assaults, standing on the top balcony, rocketing. They've got ammo. Everyone's used their C4 apparently. Oh, the Vanu force have come up behind them. The TR are not paying attention. There is a heavy assault who's picking everyone off. You have a hero VS heavy. He's managed to pick off all the TR.
There were also some guys in the window that were shooting into the window. I don't know if you noticed that. Yep.
Problem is, do they have a spawn? I'm looking.
They have a couple squad beacons. That's the only spawns they have right now.
Oh no, I see a Sunder. They are bringing up a Sunder now. It's on the north side of the base, and they've also another Sunder on the south side of the base. Two Sunders on the south side of the base. Fact is, the TR numbers, I see they've dropped on the roof. It's theoretically in their favor. They can mop up.
Yeah, and they do have air advantage. They have, but it looks like their Mossies are just abandoning them. There were a couple of Mossies, and now they're not.
They've taken the point back. It was a good counter push. Very impressive that VS managed to get the point. But now the tier defending here needs to pick off, because I guarantee you all the people that just died here, the Vanu-wise, they could just do another push all over again because they've got the Sunder.
They're spawning out of the Sunder right now. They're also bringing some anti-air. They have some Burster Maxes, as well as they're manning their turrets on their Sunder. They also have a Sky Guard. They have two Sunders set up, and I think that's all they have for support from vehicles at the moment.
Yeah.
They also have some infantry. Yeah, so their infantry are rushing in. They're going to be surrounding the A point again. How many people are on the Terrans inside?
What's the population numbers tell you? Because there's a lot of Vanu are actually doing light assault to jump onto the roof.
Population is 42% Terran, and we have 56% Vanu.
The thing is, the Vanu are surrounding the base on all sides. They're dropping with squad beacons. They're going around the small stairs, the big stairs. Light assaults on the roof. They're using, I think, shotguns. They're running in. Tier 4 still is looking like it's running out of steam.
Oh, the Vanu are thinking ahead too. They're already setting up some Sunders within Freyr Amp Station. So they already think they have this.
They actually can't do anything at Freyr Geothermal because the TR have gone behind them with two squads to a raw materials lab.
Oh, beautiful! I love it! I love it! Oh,
I like it. So they're going to need to reach how many people are at the A point here?
Two squads.
Oh man, they already have some engineer turrets set up. They don't have any maxes. Do they have any maxes? No maxes. So I think that this is a pretty squishy crew as far as that goes.
This was a gal.
But they do have a lot of NGs.
It's engineer turrets, but the problem is one AV grenade will kill all of that.
Yeah, that's true. They
Down
have
here
quite
at the bulwark,
a few medics
on the
as
southern
well.
lane, there is two squads, including Hayabusa, that are trying to get the bulwark from the TR, but the TR Air Force just showed up and is absolutely wrecking them on the open areas outside of A.
So the Vanu are coming into the A point. Note that the TR have no spawn points other than one squad beacon that just got taken down.
God.
The Vanu are making
there you go. It just happened.
Push onto A. They're going to completely wipe
Did you
these
see
guys
that
out.
grenade?
I don't even need to see this fight.
Oh man, that was brutal. All those engineer turrets lined up, and we said one AV grenade would blow up. In comes the grenades, all dead. Bang, one go.
Yep. I was like, they're gonna get this no problem. As soon as I saw how many people they sent, it was done.
They've just recalled everyone. Well, they sent most people, I guess, from.
Ooh, the Terran are bringing in an armor column to come back.
Well, I tell you what.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lightnings. The Vanu only have one.
But what's this gonna do? Nothing.
There's no
Sunder support.
Oh, there's more. There's more. They're bringing in like 10 more. What is this? Why
I
so
don't
many
understand.
lightnings?
Look, I understand. I get it. You've got high explosive lightnings, right? And you've got Skyguard. It's one outfit doing this because I can tell by the camel, right? Where's your repair Sunder? Where's your ammo Sunder? Right? Where's your
Sunder so you can spawn?
Exactly.
That's more so my thing. I don't care what kind of Sunder you bring. You just need spawns, man.
This isn't going to work because the VS is just going to shimmy from the window. They've got the spawns. This is great if you want to juxtaposition, move to this
Well,
base.
I mean, look at this. What's happening right now? You're seeing heavy assault rockets that are just bombarding the area. Oh, here comes the Sunders. They have 2 Sunders that are coming. 3 Sunders, 4 Sunders. They're bringing in 4 Sunders, another lightning. Another Sunder that's spawning from the vehicle terminal, and I think they might be spawning some more because I still see 3 guys that are waiting. Yep, there's another Sunder on the way. So they are just sending this massive armor column. Oh man, Oh, and there's some reinforcements that are coming up from the south too.
Okay, so the Sunders are moving in, and the Lightnings are just, I guess, suppressing the balcony. The Sunders are deploying. I mean, that's step 1, although I see a lot of ballsy VS jumping out trying to C4.
Oh, yep.
You're gonna need infantry.
Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? Oh, I did! Nice. Very nice. Yeah, there was a light assault that just went out there. He got a couple onto one of the Sunders.
The VS now have a cap going on geothermal, and they also just redeployed a significant number of people to save Echo Valley substation at the very last moment.
Being counter-moved as well.
VS.
All the VS are going to leave here. There's no point staying at raw material. If you're at raw material, just leave now immediately.
Just leave. Don't let them get another kill. Don't let them take any of your resources.
Oh, but the point is flipping again, although it's VS that are here. TR's got the point. Oh my god. Was it one person? There's a small force of TR holding the point. If they can hold the point just enough for the raw materials, the problem is the force at raw material, they're not inside the capture point. 10 seconds, Max is in or inside. Double Max though.
Oh, they need some infantry on the point. They need some infantry on the A point. Gotta get these infantry on the A point. Go, 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 go. Yeah, just stand there. Oh, he gets taken out. There's only Maxes. Oh, here's some infantry that are coming in. Good, good.
It was saved, but it was immediately flipped.
Oh, man. That was so close. If they would have rushed in more infantry, they would have gotten.
Mining operations is now under attack. No one's there to stop it. Echo Valley.
And this massive armor column at Aurora. I don't know.
I have to question
everything that was happening in the south was mostly done with the TR Air. While you guys were up dealing with an armor column, the TR Air came in and wiped 2 squads off the bulwark. I think the last time I heard you mention it, Farah, it was birds of prey diving into the water.
Yeah, right.
Like just taking out everything that the VS had, and those VS just immediately redeployed over to Echo Valley and saved that.
So yeah, and now that air crew is on its way to... Where are they now?
Feels like it's a disjointed setup here because you've got this TR armor group, you've got the TR Sunderers, and you've got the TR infantry, and none of them are really working. Some of the Lightnings are actually going to take on a Vanguard, but he's all the way up at Manny. All of this fighting is pointless. Like, finally the Lightnings are going back, but VS have got themselves firmly established in the A point. And they even have a Sunderer. That's what the Lightnings need to find. They need to find that secretly hidden Sunderer at geothermal. To pick off the spawn and then counter push. But they've got 2 minutes 40. ISA mining operations looks like it's saved. ISA Southern Camp is under contention. That may need to be saved. Rhino Analytics has been attacked by TR, but it's only one person. He probably won't get it. Echo Valley's been mega saved by the VS. That's one full platoon done that. And Bulwark is now being attacked pretty hardcore by the VS. I'll just fly over there and have a look.
As well as ISA Southern Camp too. Not as detrimentally, but they're definitely kind of peeking in there and checking it out.
The points are, the VS is now up by 1 point because the TR took a point back from them. So it is basically flipped from the first half of when you were asking me. So
it's
the TR
super
were up
close.
for a while. It's a very, very close game. It's been a 1 point game ever since all of the neutral bases were capped.
Oh wow, there's certainly a lot of Lightnings for the Vanu force and a deployed Sunder, 2 deployed Sunders at the Bulwark. It looks like TR's trying to push it and doesn't look like they're going to get it. As for the capture point, VS have got themselves established on the capture point. TR are trying to pick them off. It's kind of laggy and warpy, I can't tell what's going on.
Meanwhile, TR are also bringing in a huge armor column to ISA mining as well. But they're getting a little bit separated and getting taken out.
So it's TR saved the capture point. There was lots of counter-rezzing and more rezzing, so it was very hard to tell who had the dominance. But the VS are now counter-pushing in with Maxes, with infantry. The TR, they are all on half health due to the res grenade. It's to be seen, and the problem is the VS forces have got fresh consumables. Doesn't look like the VS have got enough numbers, however, to push in successfully.
Okay, so update on Frere. We have geothermal. The Terran have completely surrounded the area. They have the whole armor column that they had originally at Aurora is now surrounding the base. They also are bringing in a ton of air support. They have about 4 or 5. Oh no, like just huge. I don't even know how many aircraft. I'm not even going to try to count anymore. And they're making a massive push onto the A point. The Vanu have no spawns. They are just trying to hold out as much as they possibly can in here. But they're holding. The medics are working overtime. There's smoke being laid down.
Wow.
Terran have not